Um, I mean, it's a great show to be recognized for. It's
Yeah.
such an incredible journey. I'm just going to try, and correct me if I get any of this wrong, but this is as I see your journey on The Mandalorian. So you initially didn't know what you were auditioning for. You became a character called Imperial Comms Officer. You think they've killed you off. Then you return as a Lyacade in season 3, and then you almost have what is a standalone episode. That's an incredible journey. How's it been for you?
It just doesn't feel real. It's like almost like is someone pranking me or something. But because yeah, I really did. I genuinely thought I was dead. I even remember going into the audition room and say, they asked me to read it twice, and I was like, well, it's kind of a small part, and they're like, just do it again. There are no small parts, and they like really honed into that, and I was like, all right, fine. So I do, read the two lines that I had a second time, and then it is on top of that, it's so funny because they're so secretive. So you'd get the lines the night before. They didn't tell me what I was going to be or what I'm going to be doing. So I was shocked to find out that I was coming back. Even more so to find out that it was, yeah, pretty much a standalone episode. I thought that was absolutely insane. And I was also just kind of baffled that they had that faith in me, having seen so little of my work. Um, but I really love that about, first, Sarah Finn's office, the casting director, they really do see something in people, and they really do encourage their work. Because I think, I got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. through her, I got Mandalorian through her, and then I got Ant-Man as well. So there's that. But then John and Dave are really great at bringing people who might be kind of fresh to the industry and taking a risk and building them, helping build their resume, build their confidence, build their career. So I feel like I owe a lot to them, and at the same time, I'm just kind of still like, I feel still just kind of lost. Like, am I in season 4? I have no idea.
You weren't a Star Wars fan though before you got the part, were you? I think I remember reading you talking about how your brother was a Star Wars fan, but you not so much.
Yeah, I didn't get it. It's weird. Usually when something went into space, I was out. I'm like, just count me out of this. Um, and yeah, once I found out I was coming back, I was like, okay, I guess I should catch up. Like season 2, I was asking Dave Filoni if my little cylinders, my key cylinders, were mini lightsabers, and he's like, if someone could literally face palm as a facial expression, that was it. Um, I had no idea where I was or what was going on. So I was like, okay, I probably should at least figure out the timeline, what's happened before, who the people are, the planets, the major players. And a lot of that has honestly helped in memorizing my dialogue, because otherwise I think I'd be really lost.
So did you do it? Did you do it in one sitting? I mean, like there's 9 films. Was it a marathon or did you space it out? What order did you do them in as well? Because did you do them in the order of release or chronologically in the Star Wars timeline? There's so many variables to consider.
I know, I know. I did them chronologically, in the timeline.
So
So
episode one
the
first.
yeah, episode 1 first. And then I did, like, once I finally got to 4, 5, and 6, I was like, okay, these are awesome. I get it. Like this, I get it now. Call my brother up. It's okay. You were right. And then I saw the first one with Ray, and then I was like, well, this kind of reminds me of, um, Return of the Jedi and stuff. I was like, there's a lot of like very overlap to um, the original ones. And then I didn't see the last two. Uh, I will eventually, but I decided to go to Clone Wars instead.
Okay.
So I'm trying to catch up on Clone Wars. So I think I'm in season 2 or 3 of that, and then I think there's another step chronologically that I have to hit before I get to Mandalorian.
So a big question, the kind of question that haunts the dreams of Star Wars fans. What is your favorite of the movies you've seen? So we're saying no to The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker because you haven't seen them yet. But of the ones you've seen, which is your favorite?
I think I like Return of the Jedi so far. I just think that that's it is, I know that you know, one of them's called A New Hope, but it really is kind of like, that's where I kind of start to feel like a little bit of more hope actually happening. And I guess I do love that it winds up not being permanent, because that does kind of feel like very real, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're speaking to a partisan crowd here, because Return of the Jedi is my favorite. I know Empire is
Yes.
sort of widely regarded as the one, but Jedi just feels like Empire feels like filler. It's like there isn't a proper end. Yet Jedi is the proper end to Empire.
I feel like a lot of the, you know, like yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Well, good. I'm glad we're on the same page about that.